Alright guys, so today, as you guys can see by the title, we are taking my car to Carmax to see how much we can get for this. So while I was at the key show, I had somebody come up to me and ask me like, how much would it take for you to let go of it? Honestly, I have no intentions of selling it, so I'm just kind of curious to see what Carmax is willing to offer. As you guys know, the market is kind of crazy right now. So we're gonna take it, we're gonna have them kind of look at the car, give me a price on how it looks like right now, and also I'm gonna ask them to give me a price if the car was fully stocked, so no hood, no vinyl, no carbon, no wheels, everything fully stocked. Just curious to see what the difference would be as is, and then also fully stocked. So let's go ahead and head over there and see what they tell us. So Joy is coming along for the ride. What's your opinion? How much do you think they're gonna give me, or they're gonna offer?
Like 63.
63 for this?
What? Like with the stuff on it, or the stock?
With
Everything.
But I mean, usually if a car is modified, they offer less. I'm thinking they're gonna offer me something like
52.
Alright, well, I'm thinking about 50. If I tell them that it's going to be fully stocked, I'm thinking 50. Just because they're going to try to make some money off of it if they were to buy it for real. They're probably going to say if I leave it the way it is now, they're probably going to offer me 45 for it maybe. Just because it's been modified. So you're saying 50?
51.
Stock or as is?
As is.
And if it were stock?
Probably like 48.
48? So you think they're going to give you more just because of the way it looks?
Probably.
Alright, well, we'll see when we get there. So the car's a 2018. I just hit 41,000 miles. I'm about to hit actually 42,000. So I'm at 41.7. Just curious to see what they offer. I've seen some crazy numbers out there on some cars that are for sale, and I'm kind of curious to see what they would be willing to offer for mine. Good, how are you? I was wondering if you had anybody available to give an appraisal on the car.
Sir, I don't have this very minute, but we can put you on our check-in list. The next available person will get you started. It usually takes about half an hour. Okay.
Okay. Do you know if they just started with the other? Do you know if they just started with the other customer?
Yeah, it's that one. There's nothing ahead of you. Problem is, I don't have anybody to get you started.
Okay, so we're so it'd be maybe about an hour before everything's done, or let's say after because they got to look at their car, right?
Yeah, it's about a half-hour process. So depending on how soon we get somebody to get it started for you.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, would it be more convenient for you to check back with us?
Yeah, we might go grab something to eat. Maybe I mean, I can come back.
All right, sir.
Well, as you guys heard, we're gonna have to come back, so we're gonna go grab something to eat and then come back later because we really don't feel like waiting about an hour to, well, maybe about 30 minutes till they get appraised. Then we gotta wait another maybe like 20 minutes before they get finished with looking at everything and kind of explaining whatever the offer is. So we're gonna go grab some food, come back, and then see what the deal here is. Not sure how I feel about street parking, but it'll do because I can't really park in those decks. Alright, so I'm not really supposed to be eating this, but wings are okay. We're waiting on the pizza, but you know, we just gotta eat. And plus we hadn't really had breakfast. I had one bun, like at 8 o'clock in the morning, like a little pork bun that's about 100 calories. So this should be good. This actually looks pretty damn good. Mouth's watering. So if you guys think these wings look good, go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like button. You don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated if you do. And on top of that, you guys can have some. All I gotta say is these wings slap. Is that what Miguel was saying? They slap or they smack?
Smack.
Smack? I thought it said slap.
Smack.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, the whole cheese just slid off the pizza. The fuck?
Bro,
It's so hot, it's so cheesy.
Is this supposed to be like this?
I guess. But when I ordered it, I didn't
It's
know that
our
it had
first
black
time.
olives. So I'm not really a fan of them.
I love olives.
I guess I'll eat it.
I love olives. I love olives.
It just looked weird to me. Alright guys, so reporting damage. We only ate 2 slices off the thing. We got a tire pizza here, so I guess we got dinner for tonight. Kick my side skirt.
It's hot.
Oh yeah, it's hot. Alright, so we just got done eating. I felt sleepy because I hadn't ate, and now I'm sleepy because I ate too much. Never win.
I'm naturally sleepy.
Sleep a lot. Alright, so we're back at Carmax. Hopefully they don't take my car for a test drive. I don't think they do these days, but who knows.
Hey, this is our buyer. He puts numbers on it and everything. So
Okay.
what questions exactly were you thinking that you have?
Well,
It's the
I got an offer made on the car, but I've checked around to see prices, and they've kind of been, mixed all over the place. I kind of want to get something at where what a dealership would be willing to offer versus, private.
Gotcha. So,
What you talking about? Something about stock versus?
Yeah, so the engine it's completely stock. The only thing that's modified is so it's got a vinyl wrap on it. The car's gray. I have the factory hood because that's not factory. And then all the carbon would come off.
because it's lowered and wrapped, Carmax would take it to the auction. We won't sell it on our front lot. Another dealer may sell it on the front lot just like that.
Right.
So we can appraise it as it is and tell you exactly how much it's worth to us. You can shop that around. As far as is it worth it to put it back up, it's hard to say, man, because I don't know how much it's going to cost you to take the wrap off and have the suspension go back to stock. What we could do if you want, we could put in for appraisal today. It takes us, it'll probably take us 10, 15 minutes to look at the car. A buyer, you could leave at that point. We could email you the offer.
Okay.
And then you can take that offer and sort of look at, your own research. What do you think it's worth? And then you'll have our offer. I'll tell you, our offer as is probably going to be less than maybe a double dealer. But you'll know what it is. It's good for 7 days.
Yeah.
So, but really, the best course of action is we'll appraise it as is, and then shop your offer.
You said it's gonna take too long, right?
Yeah,
As is.
Yeah, I'll get you started. Give the key.
Yeah, he'll take care of you. He'll bring us the key. Once we get the key from him, 15 minutes, you can leave because it's going to take a little bit because of the price point and stuff.
Right.
And then he'll email you the offer.
All right. It does. I got a pizza in the back. They might smell pizza.
Okay, man.
Don't let that steer you away.
I'm the first desk president calling right here.
Alright guys, so we just made it back, and as of right now, I'm actually waiting on Carmax to send me an email with the quote. So they are going to be giving me a quote on the car as is. I was trying to get them to give me a quote as is and fully stocked, but unfortunately, I guess because they can't really take a look at the car, and also because they said that they can't give me a price on it and then have me take everything off and then bring it back, let's say 2 months later. So they can't give me a price exactly at that point. So they did look at it. They're gonna price it as is, and pretty much as you guys heard, they're gonna give me, I guess, wholesale pricing pretty much, which at this point I'm thinking that they're gonna offer me with something pretty low. My guess is gonna be like, say, 40,000 for the car, which, you know, that's really not gonna happen. So we gotta wait and see what happens, and once that email comes through, I'll continue the video. I'm waiting on an email, but they went ahead and texted me. So do you have what was the price that you said? How much they were gonna offer me?
With the mods,
Yeah, cause
48,
48.
and without it, 52.
You changed it. You said it was gonna be more with the mods.
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't.
I'll play it back in the video. I'll put it where you said that they were gonna give me more with the mods than without it. So you're saying 50?
51.
Stock or as is?
As is,
And if it were stock,
probably like 48.
48. So you think they're gonna give me more just because of the way it looks?
Probably.
But they didn't give me a price without the mods because they can't look at it. They need to look at it fully stock, just because they don't want to give up an amount and then me return, if I were to sell it to them like a month later or 2 months later, saying that like, oh, here you go, because then by that point the price is going to change. So they offered me $50,000 even, which is not bad
With the mods.
with the mods, because to them the car is really not worth it with the mods. So they're just going to take it to the auction and sell it like that because it's been modified. So that kind of gives me an idea that if it were fully stock,
I was close.
I could get about 55 for it, maybe. That's
You
my
buy me
guess.
some cookie crumbles.
Maybe even more. We never made a bet. So it's not, and the reason why I say it's not bad, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got the car for 51. So it was 2018. It had 36,000 miles on it. So I think I got a really good deal compared to what the cars are selling for now. So before they went up in price, it was an average deal. It wasn't a bad price, but it wasn't a steal. So it was a fair deal for the price that I got it for, 51.5. And I mean, obviously fees and all that was extra, but just base price, it was 51.5. They're offering me almost a year later, with obviously the miles really haven't changed that much. It's only been like 4,000 miles difference, 5,000 miles more. But if I were to put it back to stock, so I was recording and my camera ended up running out of space, so I have no idea where I left off at. So I'm just gonna pick it up from here. I'm gonna try to cut it off somewhere to where it kind of makes sense. But the final offer was 50,000, which is not something that I'm willing to sell the car for. I feel like if I were to sell it privately, I could probably get, I don't know, maybe like close to the high 60s. I might be wrong, but I feel like I can get that. So just because of the cars that I've seen, and to somebody, the mods are going to be worth something. Obviously, I could put it back to stock and sell it privately still, but I have no intentions of selling it unless somebody hits me up with a serious offer that I cannot refuse. But then again, it might still be hard to sell it. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. Give it a thumbs up if you haven't already done so, and subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.